Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry for the break. I've been busy. This movie actually goes by two different names, Axum and The Weekend It Lives. Have you ever thought, hey, I really want to make a movie, but I have like $1. Congrats. It's already better than Axum. The experience of watching this movie is something that I've never experienced before. It's like it was made by somebody who's never actually even seen a movie. Also, before we get started, this is a lie. This is a lie. I lost the adapter for my microphone, so this is what we're working with. This thing, it's a lie the whole time. So this is a movie that my roommate brought to my attention months and months ago. Shout out Matthew. But I honestly didn't want to make a video about it because I thought it was too stupid. And I was right. Full transparency here, I had genuinely no idea how to even script this video. There's no plot, no defined characters, no cinematography. Literally nothing about this movie is a movie. Before I get into the plot of the actual movie, I just want to read you the blurb from IMDb of what it's supposed to be about. A weekend retreat at a remote cabin in the woods for a group of childhood pals turns into a terrifying fight for survival as a former friend whose family was killed years earlier comes along looking for revenge. This actually isn't true. I've watched this movie several times and not once did I pick up on any of that. I learned more about the movie by reading the description than by actually watching the movie. I'm gonna try to explain the plot. And I say plot because there isn't one. And I say try because Axum has about as much structure as when you're playing Jenga and someone pulls the last piece out of the bottom, but it doesn't fall over, and you're like, what the hell, why didn't it fall over? It should be falling over. Except, instead of Jenga, it's a camcorder from 1987. So this movie was made in 1992, and you can tell. This movie, no offense to my 90s kids out there, but this movie is like a VHS tape that you find when you're cleaning out your grandma's house after she dies. And what sucks about this is 1992 gave us some really good movies. 1992 gave us Fern Gully, Aladdin, Home Alone 2, and Axum. We open in a PowerPoint-esque exposition scene. About the backstory of the killer. Because nothing screams horror movie quite like Calibri Body. This is something that I feel needs to be said at the beginning because it is present throughout the whole movie. There is no audio quality. I have no idea what's even happening at all. And that's the majority of the reason why I had such a hard time scripting this is because I don't know the plot. I've watched this movie like 3 times now, and I have no idea what happens in the movie. Look, check it out. So the first 10 minutes of the movie, I honestly can't even explain because I don't know what happened. Their microphones do not work. Trying to understand what's happening throughout this entire movie is like when someone's trying to talk to you, but they're vacuuming. Huh? So the first sort of inkling of a plot that we get comes from this axe-wielding guy. Very inconspicuous, very sneaky. There's a lot more completely illegible scenes in between these points. I don't even know how. I'm just gonna play this scene for you.
I'm just gonna be for this last week. It's all take this last weekend.
It sounds like they turned the microphone on and then threw it down a well. So with that in mind, we kind of have to treat it like a silent film. So these characters, I don't know who they are. They're never introduced. None of them. None of the characters ever introduced. They're all doing sort of like a big yo mama battle.
What? Your mother's so cross. No. Hold on, yeah. Your mother's so cross out and she got out the front door and see the kids playing in the backyard. mama was so dumb she was in a shootout, got stabbed.
And this.
Let me in, Joe.
This right here.
Joe.
Michael Mfume. If that name sounds familiar, it probably doesn't. But if it does, that is because the director and the star of this movie, Michael Mfume, is the son of United States Congressman Kwesi Mfume. This might be the worst display of nepotism I've ever seen. So the plot of the movie is about a group of friends who all go into, like, they go to the woods for, like, a party. I don't know if there's a reason for it. I couldn't tell you because I can't hear them. So they get to their little cabin that they're staying at for the weekend. So this is around the point that I start asking myself, do these people know that they're in a movie? We get some more nothingness. They're all sitting around a table, eating dinner.
It's not if you want to. You got your fake me out feeling Michael Thomas eyewear on.
And these two girls go into the kitchen, and they're just sort of rummaging around, as you do, and they find a gun. They find a gun in a drawer. And they go, huh, that's crazy.
What the hell is that for? Girl, I don't know.
And then they close the drawer, and it's never brought up again. I'm telling you that it's never brought up again. Because this movie is so bad, and there's no plot explanation or anything, literally anything, oh my god, I hate this movie, we kind of have to guess what's going on at all times. So the main plot point of this movie is supposedly there's this guy who murdered his whole family several years ago. I think it was 13 years ago. And he's back for revenge. And so I think that this is like a flashback sequence. Because later we are going to meet the killer. Shot a bunch of people, like killed his whole family, and then shot himself. I do have to blur it because of YouTube, but that's what this scene is. So I'm assuming it's some sort of exposition type deal. But I don't know. I don't know. You know how I don't know? Can't hear them. Don't know what they said. I don't know who these people are. I don't remember them ever explaining it. Anyone who's seen this movie, please sound off in the comments if you have any idea who these people are.
For both of us.
You go back and you kick his ass.
I ain't going back.
Because I don't.
Knock on the door
Why you want to go inside?
so we can use the phone.
This guy finds a house in the woods, breaks in, and starts going,
Hello? I just want to use your phone.
hello, I need to use your phone.
Hello? I have to use your phone.
I just need to use your phone. Hey, can I use your phone?
Okay, come on out. I know you're up here. I just want to use your damn phone.
I don't know, you broke in. That's your problem, I think. The number one worst part of this movie, aside from the sound quality, aside from the video quality, aside from all of it, the worst part is that it's so boring. Like, this would be hilarious. This would be a cult classic if there was anything going on. It's just about how boring it is. Like, nothing happens. I think if you're gonna make a shitty movie, make a shitty movie. Don't make a boring one.
I have to pee all day, man.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I just lost weight.
People are supposedly being, like, picked off one by one. Except that at the end of the movie, it's the same people as before. Dude, whoever was in the special effects department, Great job. You did a really good job. I would give you a little more explanation of the plot throughout it, but I really need to emphasize nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A review that I feel like really explains just how shitty this movie is. I wish the ratings went into negative numbers. After the first 16 seconds, the best way for this movie to have ended was for each character to simultaneously kill themselves. At least then it would be over. So I feel like this might be really short because I'm not explaining enough, but nothing happens. So that's cool. They kick the bad guy around a little bit, and then they all go downstairs, and the bad guy, like, hands one of the guys something. I don't know. It's never explained.
Michael, would you do something? Kill him!
And then they all shoot him and kick him a bunch, and then they leave. They run away. And the ending scene of the movie is that he gets up and walks out. And what we got from the beginning was that he shot himself after he killed his family, and now he's coming back for more. So I assume he's supposed to be like a zombie. But the 16 seconds of exposition that we get is not nearly enough, because I didn't figure this out until like my third watch. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe. That may be on me. That might be my bad. But I don't know. I think I'm pretty perceptive. This is the funniest thing. This is the only good part of this movie, is the last 10 seconds. I'm just gonna show you this.
Oh, the spotlight on me. Shine, baby, shine. I'ma take my time, represent the charm, it's mine. I'ma represent the East, showing love to the West. I'ma buy down the charm, put the T on my chest.
Yeah. Wow. This film is dedicated to my grandmother. Oh my god. Alright, well, that was Axum. Kind of. Thank you guys for watching. If there's any other movies you'd like me to review in the future, let me know. Remember to like, subscribe, and give me a little kiss. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!
To the West, I'ma buy down the charm, put the T on my chest. Dirt bikes, bitch, clubs, and cars. Baltimore stars, hit them hard.